Oh, just so we're clear, I'm not using a guide for this fucking game. So if I fuck up and die and I lose a billion hours of progress, so be it. Press the A button. Ah. Okay. Ah! What is that? No! Ew! Gross! No! Fuck off! Oh! Oh! Hey, oh! What's this? We buy junk. Interesting. All right. That was good. Story mode. Achievements cannot be earned. Why the fuck would I do that? Also, how many achievements are there in this game? Only 1,000? You're telling me you put 3 games in this thing and there's 1,000 game score only? Answer Mia Fey and ask who the defendant is. Please turn in your badge. Oh my god, what the fuck? Borrow all Gumshoe's secret weapons. Press Gumshoe about they were even talking about marriage. Reply with a lot of hair. Oh my god. As Edgeworth, hear all of his and Larry's childhood tales. I don't fucking... Okay, so I think they should... Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. Start... Literally just press the A button and start the fucking game. Nice. I love it. I love it. Alright, let's get started. You can't earn achievements while in episode selection. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, luckily I can just skip through this crap to get anything I miss, so fuck it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let me grab the achievement guide. Hold on. Ladder versus step ladder? Hold on. Is that even an achievement in this one? Hold on. What the fuck is this? Oh no, step ladder. I'm stuck. Yeah, pretty much. Hang on. I'm checking the achievements real quick. The eternal that's great. That is fucking great. The eternal debate. It's a fucking guys. It's a fucking stepladder. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's how I define a ladder. If a ladder does not go, if I can climb where the bottom of my feet are not above my head by the time I get to the top, then it's a step ladder. Okay? It's a fucking step ladder. All right. All right, well, this is fucking useless. This guide is useless. All right, so fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just play the game. Fuck. Hold on. I went to grab food. I realized I'm out of food. Hang on. I ran out of alligator tail and fucking frog legs. Don't buy frog legs. They're not worth eating. Okay, I have my po' boy and seafood bisque. I'm gonna have the severe shits for the whole weekend. So just so we're clear. All right. Seed nut, like Seedy's nuts. What is a seed nut? I have no idea what that is. Anyway. On the sunflower. Oh, that's so sunflower seeds. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Episode 1. The first turnabout. Play the first turnabout? Yes. Achievement! Mind you, this is a rematch. Oh shit, blood. Damn it! Why me? I get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Yeah, sure you will. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh my god, this biscuit is so good. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. Smash. Smash, 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 smash. Whew. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to face Phoenix. I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Unfortunately, if you guys know anything about Phoenix Wright, you know what's gonna happen. No smash. Says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. That's a mood. Yeah. Dick! What the fuck? Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. For the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. All right. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Lord have mercy. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. There's a lot of wordplay in this game, in case you haven't noticed. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butt. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Guys, I'm gonna fail so hard. Yes, Your Honor. Oh. Taking eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's Mia Fey. The defendant? That's Mia Fey? Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. Oh, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there? Listen, Wright. The defendant is the one on trial, your client. I mean, but as crazy as you can get. I put my foot in it this time. Gotta relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask one more time. Larry Butt. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case right over the cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No! No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a little blank here! Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the right bumper to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim in the case, Doy. It's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. I'm sorry, what was the cause of death? Loss of blood due to blood trauma. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. We just explain to the court just what that object was. The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court's acceptance into evidence. Statue added to the court record. But it's rather heavy. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only evidence you have in court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get the chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Rather heavy. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together, like we were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Yeah. I wasn't dumb, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What to do you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and she was seeing other men. Uh-oh. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. She arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Stop him from answering. Well, my client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh. Yeah, what do you mean irrelevant? That changed she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her... Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Yeah, except here's the thing, though. That would be inadmissible in any case whatsoever. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Oh. I feel like it's not gonna matter. He's like, you know what? Just stop him. See what happens. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just for making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit. Frank Sawit to the stand. Frank saw it. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. More like Frank did it. Yeah, exactly. Right, VZ? Witness testimony. I was going door by door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Then it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember that time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to be working during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. That's not how it works. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of them. That only works if the phone is not attached, dumbass. Because guess what? If it's hooked to the thing, it's a normal fucking speakerphone. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. It was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Right? Now, Mr. Wright? Yes, yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. All right. I didn't press anything yet. I literally didn't even press anything yet. But I find it odd you would notice him. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw was suspicious. So what happened next? "1 p.m. Are you certain?" "Yes, absolutely." He's really confident. Cause of death between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death as sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw-It, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. D through 1, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Bro, there's a blackout. Are you fucking serious? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Brother. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witnesses testified. You heard the time. Yeah, except, yeah, bullshit. Because of the blackout from noon till 6, bitch. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Hey, well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Oh, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather... and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock on the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Brother, it was a statue. What the fuck? That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. The murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. What I just said. Hump this fishy here. Objection! Wait just a minute. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, it says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yeah. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I was there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order on the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Oh, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... the clock... No, I mean, I saw... Bruh. Shut up, I hate you! It was him! I tell you, I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order! Order in the court, I say! Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright? Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Whole case is writing on this. Okay. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Shaw heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Ask the neighbors, examine the... Now, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now. Hear it in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Shaw had heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! He's right! How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! I was so close! Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. That means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! Criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Almost had him! Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia? Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim without beyond a doubt. Ah! Words! Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yo, someone sent him to the hospital. He got rabies. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case was certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! And with that, this court is adjourned. I did it! Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, reset back. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. Hold on, let me double check something. Actually, honestly, I can just skip ahead with all this crap. All right. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Bless her, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad! Bad, 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 bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Good save. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry, but innocent. Larry. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who helped you, got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Is that the fucking... No. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that want to make you just cry? Dude, you make me want to cry. Larry? Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. But she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to be traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. But all we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Imagine if that was the entire game. Brand new episode has been added. Woo! All right, let's do it. Yes. I think it's a good place to end it for today.